and a cat with enormous balls. It's like having a nice pasta with a nice red wine. I had a cat with enormous balls. Mm-mm-mm.
No.
Cat with enormous balls.
So now we're at the effing off part of the show?
No. I have questions for the film festival person amongst us.
Oh,
well,
she's still here.
I am here. Ask and you shall receive.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us more. What's
Okay,
your experiences at film festivals? How many different ones have you been to?
As a filmmaker, what is your experience?
Okay, you got 4 questions. Go.
Okay. My festival experience has ranged from. Okay. The best ones are you put down the ticket, you fly 3,000 miles across to the West Coast, you show up on a night that's maybe not the night of your film, but a night of films, and then they say, well, what are you doing here? Your film's not tomorrow night. Why are you here? Or they make you buy a ticket for another show after you've spent airline tickets and motel fees and this and that. The
Sounds very exciting so far.
Film fest you go to because you're trying to get exposure. You're trying to get noticed. You're trying to get someone to see you. And you're going to do your best research you can. And some will be good and some will be bad. Queens World Film Festival is phenomenal. Loved it. There's a few other good ones out there. The Magnolia Film Festival was phenomenal. They're a smaller community. They only have one theater, but a lot of their board members are business people in the town. So they pick you up at the airport. They put you up free in a hotel. They pay for everything. They keep you busy. Fabulous festival. There's one in Durango, Colorado, another fabulous one. But the whole point is, it's the entertainment, the film industry is a very noisy place, especially with the invention of, you have your phone, you can make a film, an entire production company is right here in your hand. So it's become a very noisy place, and to get to a festival is a good way to have a captured audience, a lot of advertising, and a place to show your art. And it truly is art. I mean, you may be marketing it, you may have a thing, but it is art.
Do you find that there's producers that go to Film Fest to find the next big thing?
You got agents scouting you.
Yeah. Is it like with sports, college sports, do people go to these and
for the next big thing?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The bigger ones for sure. The Cannes Film Festival is a marketplace. You go there to sell your film. You're not going to go with a short. You're going to go with a feature. You're going to go with a package deal ready to go.
What's that cost to apply to one of the bigger ones like Sundance or the Cannes?
Oh gosh, I haven't looked it up for this year, but
roundabout.
Between probably close to $100.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, I was thinking hundreds, almost thousands.
Yeah. But remember, it's $100, and then it could be just no.
Right.
Or sometimes, I have never. Some festivals I was never notified that I did or didn't get in. And I've even won an award at a festival, and I was never notified. So I just said, well, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do they accept all of them? Do they accept every film? No? Okay.
No, because like Sundance getting 140,000.
Well, I mean, they make.
Do your research. There are people that are just making money off the accepting your films in, the submission fees. And then, who knows? But I think anyone that gets into this industry as a filmmaker, you need to sit down and figure out what it is you're trying to accomplish. And if you think you're going to make a film and be the next Spielberg, if you are the next Spielberg, people will tell you that repeatedly. If you have to ask or convince yourself you are, you're probably not. It's a tough pill to swallow,
So,
well, that's fair enough. I mean, with writers, you're not the next Stephen King, et cetera, et cetera.
Most people tell you. So, is it better to go to these smaller film fests and get awards to get a little bit of recognition before you try the bigger ones?
I think so. A lot of times the bigger ones will only accept feature films. To make a feature film is an undaunting task. And I think in America we're spoiled. We don't appreciate what a miracle it is to get a film made, even at that higher professional level. It is an incredibly amount. I tell students, filmmaking is constant problem solving. If it's going to go wrong, it will go wrong, and you have to have A, B, C, D, E, F alternatives.
So what is considered a feature film? Like an hour and a half, or
90
minutes. Generally, it's 80 to 120 minutes.
Oh, that's a lot.
So what if you got a 62-minute film?
And I write feature length screenplays, and Pickleman films are only 20 minutes long. Was my longest so far. It's a lot. You have to have stuff to say, or you're going to lose people's interest. And remember, this phone, this device, has lessened our attention span. How many times have you watched a movie or something on TV, and then you pick it up and you start looking at this? But the biggest thing is I want to encourage people is if you feel the need to make a film or you want to create art, do it. Life is so much better when you're creating. You'll be so much happier if you just express yourself in some form or matter. And it's not about how good you are. It's about getting it done and getting it out there. That's what's important here.
Ian said, I used to be very visible at Film Fest. Didn't appear in any films, but I was visible.
That's because he's a man of